So, welcome to day 2 of the 21 days in releasing, removing our limiting beliefs. So today we actually start looking at what were the benefits of holding on to these limiting beliefs. And we start looking at how they've served us, because these limitations are limitations that we've chosen to overcome. When we're trying to discover our experience or create our experience here on Earth, we actually create a series of parameters so that we can experience the journey here, whatever it is we're wanting to experience. And then usually what happens, we find the frequency of the family that we want to join into, because those frequencies or those limitations and those gifts will offer us the best environment to experience life as such. And Earth is very much a planet of experiencing many things. And when we get here, because we have free will, we have the opportunity to experience everything from extreme poverty to extreme wealth. We have, opportunity to really to change things around, or to do nothing at all and just live a life of whatever we choose, really. Whether it's, waking up, going to work, coming home, family, watching TV, and going back to sleep again, that's also a choice that we have as well. So our limiting beliefs serve us, and they create a part of our character until they're no longer they've got no more benefit to us. So what happens is, once we bring awareness to this limitation, because a lot of the times it's subconscious, once we bring awareness to this limiting belief or this pattern, a lot of the limiting beliefs are attached to patterns. What happens is, then it becomes a choice if we continue to repeat it. So, and then again, there's no judgment on that. It's a choice. But the other choice that we have is, we either continue to work with it and continue to create the same pattern, and continue to create the same results, or we change. And just like yesterday, once we start to understand why we got there without judgment, and that's important, the judgment aspect is what keeps us stuck in moving through these limitations and creating new belief systems that support us for that next period of our lives. So today yesterday we identified it. Today we're going to start to looking at, okay, how have they served us up until now? Right? And then we start looking at the gratitude, because there will be a gratitude aspect of it, because it's created who we are today. But looking at the gratitude aspect of it is quite good, in the sense because that helps us to start to move through that emotionally as well. It helps to improve our mental health once we start, looking at okay, this has served us. Thank you for being here. And it helps to start to enhance our relationships around us, because we start to understand why these things are here. And a lot of the times, these limiting beliefs are programs that our parents, our teachers, our mentors, our friends, society, religion has spoon-fed us as we were a child. So once we start to understand that, we were spoon-fed that because our parents were spoon-fed that, because our teachers were spoon-fed that, and that's how it was created. So we start to look at, okay, we start to understand more about where people are and why they are the way they are, because it's why we are the way we are. Gratitude also helps. There's studies that have shown it helps to better sleep quality as well. It boosts our immune function, and it also it puts us in a space or a vibrational frequency that will attract more things to be grateful for. So gratitude practices are pretty amazing to add to your daily routines, whether it's in the morning or in the evening or both. So the gratitude aspect also helps to give us emotional resilience. and it releases quite a bit of stress as well, because with gratitude comes a certain amount of acceptance. And acceptance doesn't mean we're excusing whatever has happened or we're excusing whatever the limitation is. It's just the acceptance usually helps us to move forward. It creates that forward momentum, because usually when we resist, we put a stop to things. We're like, no. Whereas, and what we resist persists, so it will keep coming at us until we resolve it. It's actually quite amazing, our patterns and our limitations. We keep getting opportunities to move past them or move through them. So gratitude gives us really more of a positive outlook on life as well. And it helps with our personal growth as well, because it helps with our self-esteem and our sense of self-worth as well. And it encourages optimism, which is quite a helpful attitude towards life, and things in general as well. Um, Gratitude also helps and enhances our leadership skills as well, because when we're looking for things to be grateful for, they will present themselves to us. And working with people, a lot of the times they say people leave managers, they don't leave jobs. And is an important or aspect of having gratitude for, you know, the workplace, and the satisfaction of having, people working together as a team. It improves overall workplace culture as well. And gratitude also increases feelings of happiness, which increase our overall well-being as well. And once we're in that space of observing what we can be grateful for, it starts to cultivate a mindful, present, focused mindset as well. So let Jacqueline in here. So as that cultivates that, incorporating the gratitude into our daily lives can create a profound impact, on our overall happiness, and helps us to move through the limitations, because we're only limited by our limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs are usually attached to a fear somewhere deep-seated in our subconscious. And the less fear we have, the more we're able to do life, as such. So I'm going to jump into the meditation, um, and we can start to look at how have these limitations served us and how are they not serving us anymore. So let's make ourselves comfortable. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Let's release the tension, the stress of the day as we exhale. Let's imagine that we're breathing in light, and as we exhale, we let go of the emotions, the thought patterns that no longer serve. Let's breathe in light into our bones, our joints, into our nervous system. Visualize the light, igniting the light that we already have within. With every breath we take. Let's bring light to our organs. Our muscles. Let's bring in light to every single cell within our bodies. lighting up a light that we already have within us, amplifying this light. Bring focus to the soles of our feet. Open up the energy centers on the soles of our feet. Allow the exchange of energy between us and Mother Earth. Allowing the balance of electrons. Feel the connection to all things on Earth. The tree systems connecting us to each other. Creating our own root system. Bringing our energy deep into the ground below. Absorbing Mother Earth's nutrients and energetic field. Bringing it up through the soles of our feet. Clearing those chakras, the chakras of destiny. Allow the energy of Mother Earth to move up into the knees. Up into our body. Connecting into our own root chakra. Allowing this energy to move through all our systems, nurturing, grounding, bringing calm. Allow whatever is missing in our system to be replaced. Allow whatever damage is in our cells to be healed. Feeling Mother Earth's energy. Being connected. Being grounded. From our heart space, visualize a light, our light. Amplify this light. Our heart connects. Our more spiritual chakras to our more earthly chakras. It is the bridge. Allow this light to amplify as bright as you can. Allow it to move up through the spine, out through our crown, and connect our energy to the central sun. And just like we did with connecting to the earth energy, let's bring the energy of the central sun into our crown, down into our third eye, into our throats, into the heart, all the way down into the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Out through our nervous system, allowing the energy of unconditional love, Christ consciousness, ascension, compassion to move through all our systems, allowing both energies to circulate within our physical body and allowing to amplify these energies into our auric field, clearing, cleansing, nurturing our physical, our etheric, our mental, and our emotional bodies. Aligning all aspects of us with our higher self and our I am presence. Calling forward our angels, our guides, our ancestors to join us. Let's drop into our heart space and connect into the Akashic Record. Keepers of the Akashic Records, please open and allow me access to my records. My name is, state your name, and create a safe and sacred space for my highest good and healing. The records are now open. The records are now open. The records are now open. Step into your records without expectation, without judgment, from a space of neutral. Connecting into the central database of this lifetime, of this body. Let's pull out the program of limitations. And let's ask the question, what is the top limitation or belief system or pattern that I need to work with today? And you might notice that there will be more than one that comes. Next, let's ask, how has this limitation served you till now? What have we learned from these limitations? What strengths have developed? What strengths have you developed as a result of these limiting beliefs or patterns? Okay. Ask, is there anything else you need to know? Let's start making our way back. And give thanks and gratitude to the keepers of the records for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding we have received today. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. Take a deep breath and exhale. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. If you've not journaled, take this opportunity to take note of what's come up. And tomorrow we'll work on the next aspect of this.